Morning, folks. Welcome to the farm on this crisp Tuesday morning. Yeah, it is nice and fresh out here. Having a little coffee, and I'll try not to slurp, just in case I upset Douglas. I had a wonderful birthday this weekend. Turned 50. So if my eyes look a bit puffy, I didn't sleep very well last night. And so, yeah, still busy waking up. We're trying to get going. But we had an awesome birthday, and I just want to thank everyone that helped out, that made it possible. My wife grafted hard, sure, and a good friend of mine, Warren. Warren, you're on the friends list there. Warren sorted out. He grafted. He cut all the grass in this place. Look at this. I mean, okay, there's a bit dead, but look at the lawns, eh? Very amazing, as Crazy Very would say. It's amazing. He's really done well. He cut everything, and he raked, and anyway, it looks beautiful. Thanks, Warren. Thanks everyone that made the party so cool. We had about 60 people here. It was an absolute joy. I haven't had a joy like that in a long time. But what I want to get on to, just before all that happened, I had a little altercation with some friends, some atheist friends, about a comment that they made, and I commented on it, and I started a bit of a storm. And it was about somebody's belief, and they were ridiculing Christians and saying that Christians, if they believe the Bible, they're idiots. They are uneducated, and they went on like that. And it touched a nerve with me. Didn't like it very much at all. And I know that the Lord I serve doesn't need to be defended. And he doesn't need me to fight his battles for him. But in my little mind, I was insulted, and I took it on, which I shouldn't have done. I wanted to belittle him back and wanted to say, listen, you guys must understand that there's full-on universities that are based around theology only. These guys are doctorates. Some of the most intelligent people in the world are both scientists and theologians, and you get the odd wingnut like old DeGrasse Tyson, who's sort of like a keyboard warrior. He's half a scientist, half a social media sort of. He pumps himself up to make himself look very sort of in the limelight the whole time, and he comes up with some really good things. But then at the same time, when he's confronted with certain things, he turns to ridicule straight away. And you can Google the DeGrasse Tyson, Jordan Peterson debate on that, and you'll see as soon as he has something to say, he turns to insults. So he's not as sharp as he makes out he is. But now, what I wanted to do, and I'm going to make a little comparison here to a politician, or a different political party. So if I have to go and ridicule an atheist or an agnostic or whatever, and I have to say that, listen, you're an idiot if you don't believe, wouldn't that be the same as me going to an EFF person or an ANC supporter, or one of the breakdowners of the land, somebody that that rip things apart and tear the country to shreds? And I go to them and I say, if you're not with one of the parties that build the country, then you're an idiot and you're a fool, because I can't do that, because they are potentially voters for the other side. They just haven't seen the light yet, and they are slowly seeing the light. And with our elections coming up, when is it? Tomorrow. With elections coming up tomorrow, hopefully a lot of these guys will have seen the light and seen that, listen, I'm flogging a dead horse here. I might get a free t-shirt and whatever, but after that, what's there left? Let's start building this country up again. And so that's the comparison I'm making. So I can't actually attack anyone on that Christian, agnostic, or atheist sort of debate, because those guys are going to see the light. And then we're going to have lengthy conversations around a fire one night about all that. So yeah, anyway, that was on my mind. And with the voting coming tomorrow, it's just sort of blended into that, because I remember a while ago we were saying, oh no, these are idiots because they don't think the same way as you, but it's not that. They're thinking differently at the time. And as life goes on, when they realize that they're on the wrong side, they'll fix it up and they'll jump to the right side. And we're hoping that, like we can see it in America, they're all jumping to the right side. They're all turning red. And in South Africa, you don't want to turn red. But in America, you want to. The country was just so much better when Trump was in power. And hopefully, if they don't sabotage the election, all go well, and America will be one of the strongest nations in the world again. Like South Africa can get back up from its slump. We've gone through it's not a 30-year slump, because if I go back and I think about it, when Nelson Mandela and Thabo Mbeki were in charge, the country was doing well. We were thriving, we were growing. It was after Thabo that things started going down, and we can get back to that. There's black leaders that can take us to new heights. We don't believe it because of what we've seen over so many years. Nobody wants to believe that a black leader can do anything, but I can tell you there are powerful men and women in our government at the moment that are sitting on their hands because of politics. They can't do anything. They're tired, and like the policeman, hands tied behind your back. And as soon as they get free, as soon as we get a government in that is prepared to do something and prepared to build the country instead of break it down, instead of bleed the coffers, things are going to be good. So watch tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you don't vote, hey, you can't complain, eh? You got to keep quiet if you don't vote, because then you're part of the problem just as much as anyone else. You got to vote. You got to try and get this country free from these thieves that are taking everything. They're stealing everything. So come on, people. Okay, tomorrow's going to be a cool day. It's going to be long. It's going to be tiring, and the next 2 days thereafter, they're going to start tallying everything up. We should have results probably on Friday, I think. But there's going to be a lot of stress in between. A lot of people are going to work hard tomorrow. The IEC people, the first time they work in 5 years. Good luck to you. I hope you work very hard. No sleeping on the job, and no scallum boxes coming out of the woodwork. All right. So, lekker people. See you after the elections. Have a good one.